Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Casey and welcome back to the basement renovation. Since I last saw you, I have been working on putting up the rest of the drywall on the ceiling. I had mostly finished this side of the basement, and over the last few days I've been working on the other side back here that's going to be kind of a little seating area and our hallway to the other side of our basement. We've also got all of the lights installed now, which is very exciting to not have them hanging down. There's still a good bit to do in here, and one of my goals this week is to get this whole space primed before the Thanksgiving holiday. I am planning to take a little bit of time off Thanksgiving week, and I'm definitely ready for a break because my body aches, my neck aches, my shoulders ache, like just from doing this. Like this motion, looking up and doing things over your head, it's very, my whole neck is very sore. So I'll be glad when I don't have to do that anymore. And that's another reason why I have decided to do the flat coffered or faux coffered ceiling in this space. I really didn't want to have to do too much finishing over my head. I've had to do a fair bit on the soffit, and I still have a little bit of touch up to do on that, but I'm gonna save that for after the Thanksgiving break and focus on the ceilings on both sides of the soffit first. So with this flat coffered ceiling, the way that I've laid out all of my pieces, I'm going to be able to cover all of the seams with trim, and then I won't have to finish those with drywall, because finishing the screw locations is pretty easy. It goes really, really fast, and it's really easy to get those thin coats on. It only takes a couple of coats to get them filled in, but the seams require a lot more finesse, and I just know myself, and I knew I didn't want to do that in here. But I also knew that I didn't want to do a dropped ceiling in this space. I really wanted to have drywall on the ceiling. I thought it would just look a little bit more finished for this large area. And I didn't want to break the ceiling up into really small squares for that grid. I couldn't find a drop ceiling that had larger squares. So that is why I've decided to do the coffered ceiling in this space. And you'll notice that I have gaps between the sheets. So the way that I laid this out was so that I had to do minimal trimming in addition to minimal seam finishing. So all of the trim that I'm going to be using is going to cover all of those gaps, and it's going to look really nice and finished, hopefully, when I'm done. Let me show you a piece of the trim. So the trim that I'm going to be using is a 1x6 trim that we picked up at Home Depot. This is a trim that's already primed. And this is the same trim that we used for our baseboards on the upstairs level. So this is just going to sit right over all of these seams and all of these gaps to create that coffered grid. I do need to go through and do a quick sand of the screw locations in here. I actually just put drywall mud on that side, so I'm gonna start on this side. This is gonna be my sewing room side. I'm gonna go around and sand that really quick. I'm using a disc sander. So this thing right here, it can kind of rotate and move around pretty easily, and I have found this to be a really effective way to sand, not just on the ceilings, but on the walls as well. In the past, I've used those kind of rectangular ones, and they just like flip over, they get kind of hung up really easily. This one actually seems to work really, really well. And it goes pretty fast, because I also hate sanding drywall mud. I don't mind putting it on, but I hate sanding it off. It is very maddening. So anyway, this will make it go really fast. And with this nice long pole, I can kind of like get away from it and not be standing right underneath it while I'm sanding everything. And then once I have all of that sanded, I can start painting the ceiling. I want to paint it before I put on the trim, because it'll just be easier to roll on the paint and get it to all the edges. And then since the trim is already primed, I can just slap that up there, kind of fill in any nail holes, and then I'll be good to go for putting the actual paint color on the walls and the ceiling. I'm just gonna pull these lights out so that I can paint around them pretty easily. They should just pop out. Find the... going to be using this PVA primer. This is specifically for priming drywall after you've finished all the mudding and taping, and it's supposed to kind of encapsulate all that dust. I don't know. Anyway, this is what you're supposed to use. So I'm going to prime all the walls and the ceilings with this primer. And I have like a million of those little keys to open up paint cans. I cannot find a single one. They give me one every time I get paint. I don't know where they are. Everything's kind of a mess right now. Crap. I need to fix that spot. Shoulders. Oh. Okay, wow, this makes such a big difference having this painted. I haven't painted this side yet, but I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put the trim up to create that kind of flat coffered ceiling on this side, just because I just wanna see it before I start worrying about painting all this. But I'm very, very excited to see this painted all one color because it actually feels like a room now, which is big. It's big because we've been working on this space for about 3 months. I was looking back at the videos and the length of time I've been spending in here. This is gonna be, I think, episode 10 or 11 or possibly even 12. So we've been down here for a while working, and it's so nice to see it start to finally come together. But my trim is actually buried over here on the other side of the basement. I have to dig it out. Oh, this is the worst part of doing renovations, having to put everything in other spaces that are also not quite finished, but all of our trim is here. I think I have enough pieces to do the ceiling, but I need to dig these out and see. I may have to go to the store and get some more. Okay. Oh, this is dirty. I don't know where to put this stuff. Whoops. All right, so I've got 1, 2. I've got 5. That might be enough. So I've got these gaps between the panels, and the reason I did this was just because the room was wider than 3 4-foot panels, and so I just spaced them out, and the trim is going to cover those gaps. But I need to actually put a filler strip of drywall in here so that it's level with the drywall panel, so that when I put the trim on top, it lays nice and flat. So I've got some scrap drywall here. I'm just going to screw that into these channels, and then I'll start putting on the trim. And this is all going to be covered, so it doesn't have to be pretty. Get one started. Makes it easier to get it up there. All right, now I'm ready to start cutting trim. So I'm gonna put the pieces on this way first. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna need some more trim, I think. Okay, anyway, I'll get these on first. So I just need to measure the room. I'm actually measuring from a little piece of drywall that I can grab onto. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of math. But I've got, let's get nice and straight. Oh, don't fall. All right, so 150, almost 159. This little bit here is 1 1/4. So 160 1/4. I'm gonna do 159 3/4. That's what I'm gonna do. Crap. This isn't long enough. Gotta rethink this. So at this point, I decided to pivot back to my original plan to just get primer on the walls and the ceiling. But I did not know that my mic had died, and I was just talking and didn't realize there was no sound. So that's kind of what I'm explaining here. I was feeling kind of defeated at this point because with my break coming up, I was trying to pack as much in as possible for this video. I really wanted to get the coffered ceiling in, but it just wasn't in the cards. I had too many things that I had to do, and I hadn't really planned appropriately because my original plan was to paint the walls and the ceiling. And I'm also just feeling really disappointed and burned out at this point, which is totally normal on these longer term projects. I've been working so hard on this basement. I have such a vision for what I want this basement to be, and I know it's going to look great when we're all finished with it, but I've been doing a lot of the work down here by myself, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. I enjoy it most of the time, but it is a lot. And of course, Alan's around to help me if I need help, and most of the time I do enjoy doing it by myself. And Alan also has a regular 9-to-5 job, so most of the time, even when he's here, he is actually working because he works part of the week from home and part of the week in the office. So I will admit that it is mostly self-inflicted pain, but yeah, I'm burned out. At this point, I'm really burned out, and I really wanted to do more than I was capable of doing this week. So I had to just accept that I wasn't going to get all of the things on my wish list done this week. I just kind of got a little bit excited and ahead of myself. So the new plan is to go back to the old plan and get this space primed. But I actually just wanted to quit so bad at this point. It took every last ounce of energy I had to keep going, but I knew I would feel better if I just got this last little bit finished. Oh God, I'm so tired. I have no upper body strength left. All right, so I got this place primed. There's still a lot to do, and I'm sorry if the sound is not the best. My mic died, so I had to put it back on the charger. But I did get the walls primed. I found a few spots too that I need to touch up later. I'll do that after the Thanksgiving holiday, but I think I'm gonna have to call this good enough for now. And I'm very much looking forward to a break. I need a break. My body is aching. I'm so tired. Like, painting the ceiling today, it took everything I had to actually paint this. I'm just exhausted. I've been doing a lot of upper body stuff like over my head, and whew, it's a lot. So anyway, I'm gonna call it quits for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.